Gentlewoman from Richmond City, Ms. McClellan.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Speaking to the bill.
Gentleman has floor.
Mr. Speaker, ladies and gentlemen of the House, I understand that this bill is identical to a bill we saw in special session, but there are several new people here, and there are some arguments that have not had an opportunity to be made and some concerns that I think need to be raised that you need to hear. Now, there was some confusion during special session as to the position of the current members of Congress. I will set aside that the opinions of the current members of Congress only go so far, as these are not their districts. These are the districts of the people that they represent. But to the extent you care what the current members think, my understanding from my conversations with Congressman Bobby Scott of the 3rd District is that he was asked if he could live with the Janus bill, and he could. But asked what he preferred, it would be a congressional plan that would create a second minority-influenced district, because the African-American population, the minority population in Virginia is such that we ought to have more than one minority member of Congress. And there is a concern that the bill we have before us today will not allow the minority communities in any district other than the 3rd to elect the candidate of their choice. One such example, the 4th Congressional District currently includes the city of Petersburg. 10 years ago, it included the city of Portsmouth, both heavily African-American jurisdictions. 10 years ago, for political reasons, the city of Portsmouth was moved to the 3rd Congressional District. Some would argue packing it with more African-American voting age population. Now, the city of Richmond moves from the 4th to the 3rd. And there are some of us who are concerned that this is packing more African-Americans into the 3rd and diluting the voting strength of African-Americans in the 4th. And that's why some of us are concerned why this is being rushed through on the 2nd day of session with 16 new members of the House who haven't had the opportunity to look at the statistics behind these congressional districts. When we were here for the redistricting special session, we had a web page up that had the statistics that you could go to from the home page of the General Assembly that the public could look at. People had time to pore over that. I had to go and ask House Clerk's Office staff where that website was so that I could pull it up in 5 minutes, so that I could look to see what the voting age African-American population is in the 4th District. So what's the rush? Redistricting is something that needs to be done right, because we in Virginia have a history of not doing the right thing for nefarious reasons. I don't think we're doing the wrong thing for nefarious reasons now, but if we rush and don't get it right, we could be doing the wrong thing. And let's take the time to see, are we packing or not? And there's a record that needs to be made and should be made that can't be made in 24 hours. And for those reasons, as well as the reasons why I voted during the special session, I'm voting no against this plan and ask you to do the same.